Morning students. So today we'll continue with the Boolean algebra chapter, and today we'll be discussing about duality principle, mean term and max term. So let's see all this one at a time. So what is duality principle? Now by using duality principle, the Boolean expression, we have already seen the Boolean expression in the previous videos, so it can be converted from one expression to another expression, that is interchanging the value 0 to 1, 1 to 0, okay, and plus, so that is the logical OR operator will become AND, that is dot, and AND will become OR, like that. Okay, we have already seen the changing the values and then the operators in De Morgan's theorem, right? So similar like that it is in duality principle. So here you can see, based on this example you can understand more. Here x or x and y equals to x, so x or x and y equals to x, so this or is represented by plus, which is sum, and dot, which is represents and, is multiplication. So the expression of this in duality form will be, we have to interchange the symbols, the operators, and if suppose here you can see that x plus gets changed to x into, and within the bracket x into change to x plus y equals to x. So we just interchange the operators. So in terms of the truth table, we can change the values from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, right? So that means whatever value is stored in x, if x stores the value 0, it will be changed to 1, like that, using the duality principle. So now in the second example, x plus, within the bracket, x complement and y equals to x or y. So now its dual form will be x plus change to n, and x complement yes, this will change from dot to plus, okay, and then equals to x plus y will be x dot y, right? So this is very simple, okay, concerning the duality principle. So just go through the examples in the textbooks also. Now, derivations of Boolean expression. So in Boolean algebra, we consider a variable x and its complement, that is x complement, as literal, right? So now following are the terms used for derivation of Boolean expression. So the first one is mean term. So we shall be using a lot of this mean term, max term, shorthand notation, canonical form. So what are all these terms? We shall see one by one. So mean term, a mean term is defined as product, that is an operator of variables. So the product of the variables is called as a mean term. So here, example, if there are two variables x and y, then mean term of will be the product of the two variables, that is x dot y. So the Boolean expression x dot y is actually a mean term, right? So that is the name given to the Boolean expression when we use the logical AND operator between the two operands, that is x and y, or x dot y, or x multiplied by y, like that. So now the rules to obtain the mean term are: first, find all the possible combination of input values, that is, number of possible combination rows are determined by the power of 2 raised to the power n number of variables. So here, if suppose two input variables are used, then the number of rows will be 2 to the power 2 will be 4 possible combination of rows. So we've already seen this one in the first video, right? So I'm just repeating this for your understanding. So if we have 3 input variables, then it will be the power will be based on the number of variables 3, right? So 2 to the power 3 will be 8 rows. So 8 rows of possible combination with the binary bits will be formed, that is 0 and 1. Clear? So since we are dealing with logical circuits, and since the circuits will be based on binary 0 and 1, right? So that's all the possible combination we can form, that is 8 rows or 4 rows, like that, based on the number of input variables. Second one is when value of variable is 0, the literal is complemented, right? So in Minterm, okay, whenever the value 0 is encountered in the variable, then that variable will be complemented. That means it will become the complement of that variable, right? So now let's look at a truth table using three variables to find the designation or the notation of the mean term. So this, that is x into y into z complement. Okay, so here what you have to observe is, since there are three variables x, y, z, so possible row combination will be 2 to the power 3 will be 8 rows. Okay, and then what you have to remember is when the value is 0, the literal will be complemented. But when its true value is 1, the variable will not be complemented. That is, the literal will not be complemented. Okay, now mean term notation will be denoted by the small letter m, okay, base 0. Clear? So here have a look at the truth table. So three variables are assigned the value. Since we can have only two values, so using those two values 0 and 1, only these add input rows will be possible. So here you can see that this is formed by these binary numbers, right? So since you already know the number system, so here you can see that the binary notations, it starts like the first x values are 0, four rows are 0, and then 4 rows are 1, and here you can see 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1, and in here it is 0 1. Now you can interchange this also, but it will be same only, right? So this is the normal binary number system method. So if you can see that the decimal format 0 0 0, it represents actually 1, and 0 0 1, it represents 2 in decimal format, right? So likewise 1 1 1, it represents 7. So you can see that decimal numbers from 0 to 7, that is 8 numbers, are formed based on these three variables. So now to represent that in mean term, okay, so that is mean term expression. So this is a mean term expression as in Boolean expression. So like I said, when value 0 is encountered, the variable will be complemented. So it will become x, y, z, which is 0 0 0 will be 0. Since 0 is encountered, so it will be x complement, y complement, z complement. Okay, but in here it is 0 0 1, so x and y will change. So x complement, y complement, but 1, the true value is 1, so z will remain as it is, it will remain unchanged. Okay, similarly you can see that here 1 1 1, so x, y, and z remains unchanged. So the decimal number format is this. Now the mean term designation or the mean term notation will be represented as, okay, based on the decimal number, okay, and to represent mean term we use the small letter m. So the mean term notation will be for this x, x complement, y complement, z complement, it will be m0. For x complement, y complement, and z, it will be m1, like that. So similarly for x, y, and z, it will be m7. Clear? So when we're using the Boolean expression in algebraically, and we have to convert it into, say, this mean term notation, then we'll be using this format m0 plus m1 plus m4 and so on. Clear? So that is based on the decimal number 0 1 2 3 4, like that. Clear? Now max term. So max term is defined as the sum of variables, that is two variables x and y. If it is inputted, then max term will be sum of that two variables, that is x plus y or x or y. Now the rules for obtaining the max terms are, we have to find all the possible combinations of input values. Then after that, when quite the reverse of the mean term, here when the values of variable is 1, then the literal is complemented, or the variable is complemented. Then we complement the variable. So but when it is 0, it remains unchanged. Okay, so the max term notation, it will be denoted by the capital letter M followed by the base number. So here the XYZ format is also same. Okay, in max term, instead of multiplying x dot y dot z, here we change to x plus y plus z. Okay, so here, as I've said, if if the value is 0, it will remain unchanged, but when the value is 1, you can see that x plus y plus uh, z complement. So wherever there is 1, it change the variable to its complement. So as you can see, 1 1 1 changes to x complement plus y complement plus z complement. So the decimal format is also same for this max term expression. So for this max term expression, x plus y plus z, it is represented by 0, right? So also the max term designation or the max term notation will be, for this it will be m0, capital M0, okay, and for the last one it will be it will be M7. Okay, so go through this table nicely, okay, understand the difference between max term and min term, because we'll be using a lot of this, okay, and go through the duality principles also. Okay, so if you have any doubts on this topic, you can ask, right?